Mickey, stop! I'm going to arrest you! Oh. Hey guys! It's Beef Duke! And I just finished watching up the Lego Movie 2! And sometimes I let my imagination get wild and run away with me. Yes, I am a man-child. Hey YouTubers, welcome to my low budget highlight reel. This is where I take you into my shoddy little corner and review films. Today it's the Lego Movie 2. I'm going to review it and then unbox it. So let's get right into it. Is it worth your money? Because I go out and burn my money so you don't have to. Gonna need that later for fish and chips. Lego Movie 2 takes straight off from where the original did. I'm gonna put it straight out to you guys. It's not better than the original film, but why is that? There's a lot of films out there, a lot of sequels. Not many managed to surpass the original, and it will be the original that sticks with you in your mind. But the follow-up, Lego Movie 2, takes off from a cliffhanger straight from the original. It's got everything that the original had. Animation is incredible. It's got all the humour there from the original, and it makes so many references to pop culture that it'll just have you laughing over in your heel. Lego Movie 1 will stick with you because it had a straightforward plot line, a straightforward villain. Its debut to Everything is Awesome! That got stuck in my head. It's still stuck in my head. That's the only thing that I do think about when I see either Lego Movie 1 or 2. Lego Movie 2 takes place between not only one child in the family, which is in the basement. The original film was all about his Lego collection. Now Lego Movie 2 integrates his sister's Lego collection, and they're at war with one another, and it's from two perspectives where it brings more characters into this film. The only thing is that there's different parts of the film. The second third of the film builds up this massive plot, but then after building everything up, it looks like it's going in one direction, and then there's a spin on it, and then the third act, it just kind of defeats the whole aspect that the second part of the film was building up, and then you totally forget the second part, and it just deflates the whole point of what it was building up to, which was a little bit of a disappointment for me. So it's not straightforward. It does take a bit of a different angle, but at the end of the day, it's still good. It's still what the original was, but it takes a different spin on things. So, like I say, if I were to describe what route it would take, it's not a straightforward route. I would say they've taken a very funny route. The humour captures you, even if you're taking your kids to see this film or you're an adult, this film captures the audience. It brings you in, and that is one of the strongest points to this film. This is the craziness that we have to deal with, you YouTubers, with these Lego films. Chris Pratt, that plays Emmet, fantastic job he does. It's in a post-apocalyptic world. From the original film, the whole city that's there, destroyed. Elizabeth Banks, who plays Lucy, everyone except Emmet is just down, depressed, surviving. Emmet, being Emmet, always a step behind, but always pulls through in the end, has built a cushy little house in the middle of the desert with a cat, a pizza room, all this fancy stuff, and he's like, we can still live in luxury and be happy, and everyone's like, no, Emmet, no, it will just get destroyed. It's under the ideal impression that everyone can still live in luxury. You've literally got a mass desert with one little tiny house in there, and Emmet going, "Hi guys, everything is at home." And Lucy's just like, "Emmet, you need to grow up." All the main characters except Emmet are kidnapped by General Mayhem. To give you an understanding, the sister's Lego set from her bedroom, which is above the boys' basement, General Mayhem is from the sister's Lego collection that comes to kidnap them all. They refer to it as the Sistar system. The sister's bedroom. Sistar system. See what they did there? So yeah, they're all captured. They've gone. Emmet's the only one. He's like talking to the rest of the boys' Lego collection. "Who's with me?" No one gives a shit. So Emmet just, his house gets destroyed. He turns his house into a house spaceship, like Emmet does, and off he goes. And that's the crazy kind of plot that then takes off. But no more spoilers after that. Some of the funniest parts in this film that I just have to mention, one thing that blew my mind was these like little crazy love heart pieces of Lego that are actually missiles. General Mayhem invades. She fires these, they like shoot out like ninja stars, little love hearts, and then they get stuck in something, and they've got little faces on them, and then when you look at them, these faces light up and they smile and they go, "Hello!" Boom! And it's just really crazy. I just have to mention one other character, played by Tiffany Haddish. It's the shape-shifting queen from the Sistar system who rules everything there. Plays a persona where she comes off and looks very sinister and evil, and like a Lego film has. It's like loads of music in here. It's got includes a sing-along version. Shape-shifting queen. She comes off as very sinister and evil, and she breaks down into song about her not being so evil, and more of the gullible characters. They're like, she doesn't seem so evil. She's not actually evil, but it's trying to put the audience in a mind frame with the humour. Is she evil? Is she not evil? Whilst it's happening, you're kind of laughing at it. It's just pretty cool. Oh God, yeah, the shape-shifting queen. She says that they'll be taken away, they'll have new garments on, and they kind of trap them in this room and brainwash them with music. And a lot of the second act is songs, brainwashing, music. Again, it's actually playing off that she's evil. She brainwashes everyone to be happy, being in the Sistar system. The Justice League are there, all covered in glitter, singing songs, thinking, when Emmet gets there, he's thinking, oh, they're all brainwashed, they're all evil, but they're actually just happy to be there. Elizabeth Banks, that plays Lucy, she doesn't want to hear the music, she doesn't want to get brainwashed. She jumps up into the ventilation systems and starts crawling around because it's the only place she can't hear the music to get brainwashed. And then all of a sudden, out of the blue, there's bloody Bruce Willis there. And she's like, "Bruce Willis?" And he's like, "Hey, hi, how you doing?" Just, that comes out of nowhere, and it set me head over heels laughing. I find it... I was in tears when I saw that moment. The last thing I want to mention about the humour, because obviously I'm getting very carried away with this aspect. Shifting Queen, she wants to unite the sisters' Lego collection and the brothers' Lego collection, getting married to Batman. Batman, as everyone knows, he likes his lonely nature, he doesn't like commitment, he likes to do his own thing. He's got no interest in commitment or marriage. It's one of his scariest things. And the shape-shifting queen, she plays on his fears and tries to do a bit of psychological battle in his head. And then he's like, "Nope, don't want marriage. No, no, no. And then she goes, oh, well, you're not my type. And then he's like, hold on a minute. I'm not her type. Shifting queen, she's like, I like Superman. Superman is my man. And I want to marry Superman. And then he starts to big himself up. No, you don't. No, you don't. He's a loser. You want to marry Batman. So you want to marry me, Batman? Yes. And then he's like, marry me, marry me, marry me. She goes, okay, Batman. I'll marry you then. And it's just absolutely hilarious. A review wouldn't be a review without actually letting you guys know what everyone else out there thinks apart from me. So let's have a look at IMDb. Looking here, the critics have actually given it a Metascore of 65. So that clearly says that the film's good, it's above average, you know, nothing to shy at. Based on user reviews, it's a little bit, only a tiny bit more, 6.7. Everyone kind of agrees with the critics what's going on there. Rotten Tomatoes, if you guys like referring to that website, the tomato meter gives it a higher score of 85%. So some other people out there think it's slightly better than good, you know. Some people think it's great. The audience score have given it a 70%. So, you know, everyone else really thinks it's good. I'm kind of similarly about there as well. Let's unbox Lego Movie 2. It was shot in 2160p. On the back we have an explanation as always how to get 4K on the Blu-ray player. So I like the sleeves. Let's just take the sleeve off. If we have a look inside, obviously it's the same on the back here. We open it up, and inside we have the 4K Ultra Blu-ray disc. If you've got a 4K player. If you guys don't have a 4K player, there's it at a friend's house. You can always take it round to a friend's and watch the standard 4K Blu-ray player. We've got advertisements for Lego toys and games, because with these franchises they like to go on. Finally, let's give it the verdict, the Beef Duke verdict. Where does it stand? Drum roll please. Remember, it's a low budget highlight reel. I'm just going to do a cheap impersonation. This film is great. It's humour, it's fantastic, it's sharp. We've gone over all that. I've talked about what's let it down, the way that it goes. It's the funny route. You know, it could have been something greater. It's just the story that it went with let it down slightly. But overall, I enjoyed it. Take kids to see it. Adults will enjoy this film as well. I certainly enjoyed it with my kids. This film, Lego Movie 2 4K Blu-ray version, is a Duke treat. Go out and buy it. It's worth the money, it's worth the laughter, and it's worth your time. If you enjoyed this, please go down there and hit that like button. Scroll over to the other side, hit that subscribe button if you want to come back to my channel in the future. And if you want to be notified, you know what to do. Just go down there and hit that bell. YouTubers, as always, I'm Beef Dog, and I just want you to keep it real.